During today's video, I'm going to show you this used hat that I got, this Buffalo Bills NFL hat. Got for $1.50, and now I'm going to show you the process I go through. With a used hat, a little bit of tender loving care, meaning it needs a bath just to clean it up a little bit, because most of the time these hats just have a little bit of dirt on them, maybe some sweat stains. And as long as the structure is still intact with these hats, they're more than salvageable. And if you're able to just give them a nice cleaning, you can sell them for, a third to half of what they would cost normally new, and they have a lot of wear left in them because they structurally are sound. It's just they're just a little bit dirty and just need to be cleaned. So what I do is I get out this pan that I use to wash my hats in, get some nice water in there with some OxiClean. I find is the best that gets the hats really clean. So I swish it around in there for a little while and fill it up with water. I used to wash my hats in the dishwasher, but I find putting my hands on the hat with some soap and being able to do it by hand is a much more effective way of cleaning. So after I let the hat sit in the pan with the sudsy water, I go over and give it a little bit of a swishing around in the soapy water. And then I take clean water from the tap and just kind of wash down any of the soap residue that might still be on the hat. Make sure it's nice and clean and get all of anything that might be visible that I can clean off of there in terms of dirt or soap. Let it kind of drip dry a little bit. Turn off the water. Don't kill yourself. And then I get myself a couple towels, usually one to sort of dab it clean a little bit. I take it and make sure that the bill is nice and dry, or to an extent where it's not going to drip all over the place. Because the drier I can get it and have it just a little bit damp, then it will hold its shape a little bit better. If it's completely wet, then it's not going to hold its shape as well. Then I take the towel and I kind of cram it up inside the hat, make sure that the hat is holding its shape as best it can. Then I take usually a second small towel, push it in there on top of that other towel, and really try and make the hat mold into a really nice shape that would, once it dries in this position, will be good to go in the long run. So it takes me a while to get the towel in here, but once I'm able to really shove it up in there and get a nice shape to the hat, I take it and I put it on this drying rack right here and let it sit for as long as it takes to dry. Usually it takes overnight, but once the towels are in there and it's in a nice shape, I kind of mold it a little bit with my hand, take off any imperfections that I can see, dust or dirt or anything, and then I let it dry. Once the hat is sufficiently dried, I move it over to take pictures of it. Usually when I list a hat, I take 4 to 6 pictures. The front for sure, the sides if there's any logos, the back, the inside to show that the bill is clean and inside brim is clean, because usually that is the part that gets the dirtiest. And I show the brand and the size inside, take some shots and list it. Other used hats I've picked up recently include this IMG Academy hat, LA Clippers snapback, and Houston Astros training hat. I think I got the IMG hat for $2. I should be able to get about 10 to 15 for that. The Clipper hat I should get 12 to 15. And the Astro hat, I'm hoping to get 15 for that one as well. Some hats that have sold recently include this Stanford Rose Bowl Champions hat, this Michigan Final Four basketball hat, and those 2 hats I showed earlier in their video in the shopping cart have gone through the cleaning process and came out looking really sharp, and I just listed them the other day. Every once in a while I'll get really lucky and I'll go into a store that somebody has dropped off a load of new hats with the tags on them. And about 2-3 weeks ago, I walked into a store and just started sorting through these hats, and I was able to grab, I think, 25 to 30 hats at $3 a piece. And I've sold, I think, 8 of them already, anywhere from $12 to $20. To give you an idea how well hats have sold for me over the last 3 months, I'd like to give you a little bit of a breakdown. I sold 44 hats since January 22nd, for a total of $556.09, which is $12.63 per hat. And my initial investment on these hats was $99. These hats I'm showing at the end of the video are now currently for sale on Raise the Bar, my eBay store. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.